back at it, guys. We're back at it. We're gonna make something kind of short and sweet. I've been wanting to do some of these like shorter videos, right? And today's the perfect day. It's blowing about 30, big storm coming through, raining. I wanted to talk about this. Fishing to me is a lot more mental than it is physical. And I always like to really think, right? I always like to get y'all to think. I want y'all to really open y'all's mind up to think, right? And there's been a philosophy that I've been kind of always been going by in fishing. And here it is. What I really believe in is there's like big picture stuff and little picture stuff, right? Little picture stuff are all the little details that we think about, right? The things that we think matter so much, right? How we tie our knot, right? Having this little orange little bit of something on our crankbait, and we think that makes all the difference in the world, right? Sometimes that's true. And most of the time, those little things are what we obsess about, right? It's what when we go buy a bait, we're looking for like maybe a specific little color, or these hooks have to be a certain little way. Like we think about all these little small things. And I'm like that too, right? I believe in those small details. But the big picture sometimes is what prevents us from doing good. It's the big picture, okay? And so I'm gonna throw out some big picture stuff. I'm gonna throw out one big picture stuff, okay? And this is why. I wanna show y'all something. This is what happened yesterday, okay? This is what happened yesterday. Now, I crushed on them. Got a lot of bites. A lot of things changed. Like a lot of things changed to make it good, right? I mean, it was a good day. Caught a lot of fish. Didn't do that for very long. Was really out there trying to do other things. How I'd been catching them, and something switched. But here's the deal. Here's what I wanted to talk about. This is the one rule, right? It's the rules of fishing, okay? We all have them. Right? We all know them, and we all have them, and we try to abide by them, right? And here's, let me give you all some examples of what these rules are. We all think low pressure days, right? Get a bunch of low pressure days, they're gonna bite, right? You get cloudy weather, they're gonna bite a topwater. You get these sunny, calm days, they're gonna get on boat docks, right? They're gonna get in the shade, they're gonna get in the brush. You get wind, right? You better go hit rocky points and rocky, anything that with rock on it blowing up on points are going to make mud lines. Like there's all these rules we follow, right? And there's tons of them. I mean, there's just absolute tons of them, and they vary depending on where you live, right? So like in the South, our fish hate the cold weather, right? I mean, if a cold front comes through, I mean, it's usually horrible, right? Up north, so like smallmouth, right? This is a good one. The smallmouth, like they usually like really bad conditions, right? Like they don't like really calm conditions. They like it windy, things like that. That's what we all go by, and that's what we've heard forever, okay? But I'm gonna give y'all the one piece of advice that has stayed true no matter what. And why, when I say no matter what is all those rules we go by, we've all experienced that they don't always work. That like the norm is not always the norm. We've all been out there and seen that those rules are not always right. They're not always right. And like they go against, we have caught fish going against everything that we have heard to be true is not true. So like every rule has an exception. Everyone I can think of, except this one rule. This is the only rule that I can honestly tell you I've never seen fail. There's only one. If you're out there fishing, and I say this because of tournaments, right? Tournaments has allowed me to witness this, okay? And what I mean by that is tournaments allowed me to understand what's going on over multi-days, right? So 3 or 4 days of practice, 2 or 3 days of an event, right? 5 days, right? Sometimes practice 6, 7 days, right? But over those 6 or 7 days, what will happen is you'll get a condition that is stable, right? Whatever it is. So let's say you're on a lake where they crush a topwater, right, in the clouds. And you get there and you've never been to this lake, or it doesn't really matter if you've ever been to this lake, but you show up and you go out there and next thing you know, you start catching them on topwater. And it's sunny and dead calm. But you know that when it's cloudy, they crush a topwater, right? You know that in the back of your head, but whatever, you're out there just fishing, and next thing you know, you find them on a topwater. And all of a sudden, you start dialing it in. Like that topwater starts getting good, right? And then the next day, like it's good. Like it's good. And it keeps going good, right? And it's like phenomenal good. Not like kind of good. Like what on that video is of just, you can do no wrong. Like it doesn't matter. You throw a topwater everywhere on that lake and they're crushing it, right? And it's dead sunny and dead calm and you don't even think twice. You're just crushing them on it. And all of a sudden, the day before the tournament, it's gonna get a little, it's gonna be cloudy. Some things are gonna come through, a low pressure is gonna come through, and you're sitting here going, oh my gosh, like if it's good now, wait till tomorrow. Like it's gonna be like, I know it's really good now. Like it's the best almost topwater I've ever seen, but wait till tomorrow when it's cloudy. They're going to crush it. You're wrong. They won't. They won't. It's the one rule I live by. And here it is. Whatever you think and however good it is at this time, like whatever this time frame is, where you're just like, man, this is the best I've ever seen, and these conditions tell me that it should be better, it won't be. It won't be better. That's what I have. It has taken me years to figure this out. It is never better than what it already is. It never gets better. It only gets worse, right? And it's been like that forever. I've never seen it like it always stays that way. Everything I've ever done, start thinking back over all these times you've been out there fishing, and you think you have this idea of it's going to be better tomorrow. Like, I can't wait, watch this. Never is. It's the one thing I can promise y'all. And I have started living, it's taking me years because I get out there and I'm so excited thinking it's going to be better because like certain stuff changes that is supposed to be better. The rules of fishing tell me it's going to be better. Never is. Just think about that. I want y'all to really think about all those times when you're so excited because, man, you might say get some buddies, like you called them for 2 or 3 days, and you call up your buddies and like, you gotta get down here, man, we're gonna go. It's gonna be phenomenal. And it's not. It's not, right? It never gets better. If it's phenomenal at that moment in time, it almost never gets better, ever. Anyways, food for thought. I'm telling you, like, that's big picture stuff, right? It's big picture stuff because while you're over there trying to figure out that day of why they're not biting, like, oh, is the color, is it this, or is it that, or it's how I'm working it. All these things, all these small little details, right, that you worry about all day long trying to make them bite, you don't even have to worry about any of that. Big picture stuff was never going to get better, no matter what you did, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, I've been wanting to share that one with you, man, because I'm not saying this helps you. I'm not saying it helps you. It does to a degree of, I prepare myself now for that, right? And that's what I think it helps you. It prepares me to go, everything says it should be better, but get ready. So as soon as it's not, I'm ready to make a change. Most people will try the whole day long to try to make it happen. Not me. I already know how good it's supposed to be. And when it's not good right off the bat, I know to change. I know to change because Something changed. Even though it says it's not supposed to, something did. Anyways, big picture stuff, guys. Don't forget big picture stuff. Big picture stuff sometimes, big picture stuff to me slips our mind. Little stuff, the little things, those are the things we're always looking at, right? But the big picture stuff, that's the ones you step back, stop casting for a second and start thinking, going, okay, wait a minute. This ain't right. That's big picture stuff. Don't forget that stuff. Don't forget those. That's my one rule. That's my only one rule that seems to make it in fishing year after year, time after time. It's always true. Never fails me. So far. Man, the rain's finally stopped. Time to get out there. I'm going back out there today. Or I at least got to go out there. I'm driving. I got practice tomorrow. Tournament this weekend. See y'all guys.